welcome to Pepper Zeka, all you awesome, fantastic, wonderful people out there. How are you keeping? I've missed you. It's been a long time, I know. But it's really, really, really so good to see you all again. Fantastic. Let me see who's all in. Fiona, our absolutely wonderful, beautiful lady in waiting. And there she's got her YouTube up as well. I'm sure you have a new chapter up on White Zulu. Everyone, a new chapter of the book Okavango Diary, chapter 19. I start to feel my paralyzing disease rapidly return through stress on my second day. I'm feeling a lot of paralyzing diseases hitting me through stress these days as well. But yeah. Dylan Combrink, how's it going? Nick Miller, always great to see you. Buzzy, without you, I would never have a link up. Thank you so very, very much. Debbie, Arbot, sorry, nearly missed you out there. Our 6-star Michelin chef. How's it going, Arbot? And Debbie, how are you keeping? You wonderful person. I hope everything is going well. Yeah. What's Deb say? Refreshing to see you. No, you're still with us. Albeit it's tired and clawing into it. Yeah, it's hectic. I sort of tried to move my hair a little bit right before I got I have been staring at a computer since about 11 o'clock this morning, and I have had it with looking at things. But yeah, it's been challenging. It's been really, really challenging at the moment. As I say, more to come. Linda, how are you keeping? Yes, I don't want to say long time no see because the long time's my fault, I know. So I do apologize. As you can see, what's Arbot say? Always well, even when the tough gets going. Yeah, and is the tough getting going at the moment? I don't know what is happening, if it's something in the air or in this world or whatever, but I don't know. I would rather probably have faced the year of COVID than faced this last year that I've just had. So, do I sound skewed? Hello, me lovey. There's me wonderful wife, all clean. Now I've got to sound absolutely more positive again. I hope everyone can hear me. I got a little bit of a cough, but otherwise good. Why is that thing sticking over there? Anyway, I don't know. Don't care. Right, so yeah, I have not been watching news. The only thing that I have been catching absolutely tremendous amounts of glimpses from where I'm working is what the wifey is watching, and that is endless episodes of Eureka. It's an old series. I don't even know what's cutting there, but that's all that's been going on TV. So I haven't even been able to access my news. No, not that I've really had time to do so at all either. But yeah, it is still extremely challenging. I have a couple of situations that I'm in. Hopefully, maybe over the next 2 weeks, things sort of start finding a direction. I don't think it's going to get any easier, but I'm hoping that it does get a direction, and I'll be able to sort of try and tell you what exactly is cutting, because I know I leave you in the dark all the time. That is something that is a very, very good point that you just brought up there, Debbie, that says overworking is taxing health. And yeah, it is. So that is the question that I've actually got to place to you guys today at the moment is it worth having money and fame, or money and status? Now, when I say money and status, I'm not talking about rock star. I would say, would it be more important for you to earn a great salary with phenomenal perks for a big company and have absolutely zero time to yourself and work under tremendous pressure, or have minimal, possibly nothing, just a salary you live on, but actually be able to have some family time? not to stress out, because sometimes I think we've got this built-in clock that means go for broke, go for broke, go for broke. But unfortunately, go for broke sometimes means we break, which I think is a bit of a skew thing that we look at, because it's always good to say, I have these great names behind me and I work there and I do this, but I can do nothing else. Nick says family time, hands down. Yeah, something that I have not seen much of this year at all. So yeah, it reminds me of the guy from Coca-Cola. I don't know if it's a true story. Apparently it is a true story. A CEO gave a very, very short speech once. I don't know it exactly now. I'd have to look it up or something like that. But he spoke about juggling, is it 3 or 4 balls? Number one, the first one, that's why I left my job 2017. 4th time retrenched. Hey, Buzz. Fiona, I have not. My wife has just said to me Dubai is busy spilling away or flooding or something like that at the moment. But no, as I say, I have excuse me, been nowhere near the news at all. I really, really don't get much TV. When I get a bit of a break, I I try to get some sleep, literally. But yeah, yes, there's no loyalty. You know what? That's the strange part. There's no loyalty, but somewhere along the line, you've always got this like integrity to always carry it out. People go, "Bah, geez, you should just not give a damn, just carry on." And I'm like, but it's not built into me. I'm not built that way. But yeah, so yeah, Dylan, sleep's always important. Yeah, yeah. Something I end up with a crash and burn sometimes in that. But no, I'm just sorry, sitting wondering. I need one of Chris's microphone. I think I've got a button here. Hang on. Can you hear me if I do this? Did it mute? Did it mute? Then I have a Chris microphone. I haven't even seen the guys yet. I mean, Fiona says very near to being broke as well. Yeah, that could also be a thing, but I'm taking, if you take a look at this year. Oh, it muted. Thank you very much, Arbot. That is great. So I have a Chris microphone. I can now mute it and cough to my heart's delight, and 2 lungs can fly out, and you guys can hear it. Yeah. But yes, there's a lot happening, and I'm taking a lot of pressure, especially from work and strain and things to that effect. So it has, but I've had to start looking at different aspects, and yeah. So one of the things I was looking at is in a corner. I mean, as I said, I'll give details as soon as I've got more. In a corner to say, you know what, do you accept less, or do you shoot for the stars type of thing? So one would say out of the kettle into the frying pan. But I was getting back to the CEO of Coca-Cola, who apparently once gave a speech, very, very short speech. And apparently it's true. I don't know. I haven't heard from the guy down south or wherever from unsubstantiated for a long time. But then again, I haven't been watching anyone. But and he speaks about juggling. I think it's 3 or 4 balls. I think one is your finances, one is your work, one is your family. I think it's the 3 balls. I'm not too sure if there was another one, whatever. But they're all rubber balls. accepting for your family, which is a glass ball. So if you drop your work, your status, your work, your whatever, it can always bounce back. If you drop your finances, it can always drop back. But unfortunately, when you drop time with your family, that time does never bounce back. It shatters. Is it still muted? No, it should be on now. It should be back. Buzzy says, I've been put on Eureka. I don't know what that is. Struggling to work right. That is normal. Ah, it is on. Thank you. No, I can, yeah. Great, great. So, one thing I must say that on a Saturday afternoon, come about 4:30, by around about then, I am totally burnt out. Totally burnt out. And I have probably missed the last 2 Saturdays because I haven't been able to burn out so quickly. But this Saturday again, and then I end up on the couch, and I'm just lying on the couch. And guess what the wife and I started to watch? I have never, ever watched it in my life in South Africa before. I haven't watched it in Cambodia before. But guess what we watched now? It starts at about 4:30, yeah, then it does the whole week's session. Binnelanders. Can you believe we are watching Binnelanders on a Saturday afternoon? And we sit there and like, hopefully there's one more. There's one more. They can't leave it just like that. And I'm like, yeah, well, hopefully I can stay awake for one more. But yeah. But yes, so I think I missed the last two. But yeah, this Saturday I was like so squashed that I just back onto the couch again, and that's where I sort of sleep and the wifey. So it's actually very unfair to her in a sense as well. But I will give her 10 stars for actually sticking around and sticking with me. She really helps and pushes and pulls and tries to put everything together. And yeah, it's just I think. I think you can actually see it compared to even what I can see. If you take a look at the years since I've moved here to the years when I was in Cambodia, we had absolutely hello, my goodness me, hello Ruthie, how are you keeping? So, no, good. What I'm yawning from 2:30, so trying ashwagandha boost energy and reduce stress and anxiety. Ashwagandha. Ash. Somebody say that word. Ashwagandha. Sounds like you've been to a witch doctor, Debbie. We will take some ashwagandha. That's it. And I'm kidding. I don't know what it is, but it sounds like I got oodles of grandpa, which I rely on, which is not really good. And then I have my own meds and stuff, which was also pushed up when I was in South Africa. And then I have bought a whole lot of those boxes of Rachmakers and what's that red stuff? Also energy booster, just like sort of like gets you through the day type of thing. But the thing is, a booster pushes your anxiety up as well. First Sunday in a while, just chilling today. Oh, great, Ruth. What a wonderful day to chill. It's from a plant. I told you which doctors pick it and give it to you now. Got some bones grinded in there or something like. No, I'm kidding with you. No, not Red Bull, but Buzzy. You get it in like a syrup as well, and you get them in sachets. And no, I can't remember now what it is. It's also red, but yeah. Thank you very much, Linda. And the wife is just shouted from the bedroom, Bio Plus. Yes, it's Bio Plus. So that adds a bit of plus as we go along the life line. But yeah, when you take a look at things, as I said, what do we choose? And what's it? It's an evergreen shrub that grows in Asia and Africa, and it's commonly used for stress. If it's in Asia, I'm going to hunt it down. I'm going to grow fields of it. I'm going to smoke it. No, I'm kidding. I still can't figure out the medications and that, yeah. But then again, we haven't really had time to experience it. That's why I say, White Zulu says Buzzy. Yeah, so we really haven't had time to actually look around or do anything. As I say, there's you can't expect to know everything in the short time that you are. Although I do expect to know more than what I do know already. But yeah, what's Dylan saying? Not a holy herb to smoke, but jeez, Dylan, you know, could you just not leave me to think happily for a while? Mum seems to be okay. She's still got the shingles. I don't know if there's anything anyone can do about it in her neck and her shoulder, which is really painful. I'll give her a call after we've chatted today as well and see and check it out. But otherwise, yeah, she seems to be still going, and hopefully she's still going, and I can go through hopefully in February or so next year again and find her still going there. So yes. I can't believe how quickly the months are going, and then how the weekends go quicker than what the weeks do, though. I suppose that because they're only 2 days, we always got something going on and gang bananas and all that type of stuff. But yeah, 21 April today. What is it? I can't see. Glasses are lying over there somewhere. 21st of April already. Debbie, she needs immunoglobulin. I'll take a look and ask. But I mean, she's been at the doctor a couple of times now already with this. I mean, she's had it for months now. So it's not something that's there. She's had Voltaren stuff. She's had what's that other yellow stuff put on, and etc. 40 days until voting. Yeah, who are you expecting? Yesterday was 420. Oh, Ruthie, I'm living in hell. No, I'm kidding. I'm in China at the moment. I don't know who you're speaking to when you're asking Ruth, but yeah. It's just it's been a hell of a year, but 400 yesterday was 420. 420 what? Sorry, I'm thinking it's a herb smoking thing. Okay, I'm obviously not smoking enough herbs around here because I'm not thinking. As long as the ANC get voted out, the only problem that I worry about that is all these little now I've forgotten the little consolidations they make to get themselves through. You know what? All of a sudden you're my best buddy, and then you're my. We don't like you until we need you to stay in power, and then you're my best friend, so that we can hold on to whatever we've got. The EFF and ANC can't stand each other, but when they need to stand each other to stay in power, then they'll do so. And that's my worry. Cape Town does so well under DA, and DA has such a lot of contention against them. However, I once again don't speak about it because of the fact that I'm not the one who's clued into it. I leave that for Ronaldo, and I leave it for Chris, because they know what's cutting far more than what I do. I just know one thing, and that's I probably can't return, because I must say, even in this last month or two, it has crossed my mind to think, you know what, I don't care if there's load shedding. even if we stay in a small place, maybe we should actually take a look at returning to South Africa. But I don't believe that there's a possible chance, or should we say a snowball's chance in hell, that we'd be able to, because I do not believe I could get a job pushing a wheelbarrow there, never mind anything else. Um, you know, it just is what it is. When I say I would return home, uh, I would probably I'd probably return to Cambodia or something like that. Yeah, they need to keep the rose tinted glasses off. You know, I used to wear a lot of rose tinted glasses because I have a sickness called people pleasing, and I've tried to please everybody, and it still is there. So trust me, it's not something that you just able to dump along the road, and that's why people say, "Oh, well, just you know what, just don't care, forget about it, whatever." But the problem being, um, you burn yourself out trying to pick everyone up, and so exactly what you're saying, rose-colored glasses. Well, it can't be that bad. This is happening, and this is happening, and you know it will come right. Facts are fact. It's being fact up. I spoke to my friend last night in South Africa. He actually phoned to see how it was going because the last time we spoke, things were we did not sound very. Uh, we were both pretty. I should have said demotivated, and so he actually phoned to see how it's going. But it's it just sounds like a constant battle. Um, and so it will be out of the pot into the frying pan, and that's why I said tonight again. I ask the question: if you had to make a choice, would you find an equal and hope for the best, or actually take a step down and breathe? Would you be uh, would the word be tough enough? Would you be confident enough? I don't know if confident is the word I'm looking for, but would you be able to humble yourself not to have the best of the rest? And there's some people that I know, and there's some people on the stream as well that I know that are like, you know, so down to earth, hardworking, content. That's why I actually come on here, because I honestly, when Buzzy said to me, or sent me thing, she said like, link, where's the link? And I looked at Ina and I said, maybe I should just pull the plug for today and just wait until next week again as well. But the thing is, it just really picks us up when we actually get to chat. And I love to take a look at what you've got to say. Unfortunately, I don't have the political input and the general knowledge of old Fuataka and Ronaldo and Chris, but I just love the and that's what Pepper Zeko is just the uneducated man laying his 2 cents worth over there. Debbie say exactly everywhere in the world has its shit, and the grass is not greener anywhere else. As long as you have a roof over your head, food in your table, that's what counts. Something what I said to a friend. I messaged him in Cambodia today, and I said this and this and this is happening because he's also chatting with me about things, and I said to him, well, I don't suppose I can really complain because currently I still have food in my mouth and a roof over my head. Yeah, don't worry, my place is also up for sale. I don't know where I'm going to go, but so far they haven't sold it yet. So I'm holding thumbs that it at least holds until the end of the school year, which is July. There's always someone worse off than me. That's what keeps me going. It does, Fiona, it does. But I've got to the point where I do agree that there's so many people that are worse off than you, but I don't think it should cancel you actually to start not thinking about yourself. Um, I'm happy in China, Fiona. I'm just having a really really challenging time at work this year. It's been different. As I said, when things actually come to a point that I can actually discuss them, I will. At the moment, it could be pretty not a good idea for me to. I don't know who's on and who's hearing and who's not, and things to that effect. To be able to say, hey, here's a situation, but I do miss. You know what? We were talking the other day, um, somebody and myself, and I think it's something that we've spoken about when you leave South Africa as well. Is it you can't leave your you leave your support group behind, and I think that's basically what I kind of miss from Cambodia more than anything else is the friends and the support group that I had. And you could always go and chat to this one over there, have a beer over there. Tonight we'll shoot off to Harry's and do the $5 Friday thing, and the six of us will pull in there quickly. Other days you'll just be chilling at home. It's just been a absolutely a demanding non-chill. So you know what, I'm reluctant to mark China as bad, because we've had good people, good places, clean weather. It's comfort. It's not in that case, no. But I haven't really had the chance to what's the name? Cheers, Ruth. Take care. No worries. Have a good one. Take care. Cheers. Debbie says moments. Yeah, moments are you. Times are tough. We had 28 Rand left this week and couldn't put electricity in. Then got work. It's constant swings and roundabouts. That's something else that's really, really so important. And you suddenly realize the size of your faith, because you should be a little bit more. You should have more. I believe I should have more. And then I suddenly realized, that mustard seed that you thought was pretty small and thought, oh, faith like a mustard seed. I must have at least about an apple or at least a spun speck size. I mean, it's really, really good. And then things, sometimes you start checking out that mustard seed, and that mustard seed suddenly starts looking pretty. That mustard seed suddenly starts looking pretty big compared to what you got. So yeah, I do believe that we all have our challenges, but I don't believe that we shouldn't. I also, as I said, I was very much a people pleaser, and I just always, and I don't think about others, but I don't believe that you shouldn't also consider yourself. Yeah, Debbie, touch, pause, and engage. Spun spec size. Yeah, well, I wasn't going to go to watermelon. I think that was being a bit arrogant, but I always thought, apple, spun spec, whatever. But really, next thing, mustard seed, suddenly, juice, that thing looks big. But yeah. But yeah. Yes, the group keeps going, and I try. That's why I say I don't. Oh, jeez, why is it going so bananas all of a sudden? But I try not to be negative, but I do want to say that it is important to look at yourself and start counting different things, and sometimes. I don't know. I looked at it one time this week and I said to Ina, I said, you know what? I think this means that we need to be a little bit more humble. We have been very fortunate, and we still are very fortunate. But we are maybe going to have to eat some humble pie as we go along the way, and appreciate the fact that there's still a roof over their head. People battle to end things. Might be lifestyle. It's difficult, so necessary. It's necessary to stop something to find good. Yeah. Getting back to Fiona as well, um, you know, funnily enough, as I said, I can't blame China at all. China's so far um, has been a good place to us. I mean, we've had a beautiful apartment. We have a lovely compound that we take the pups for a walk in. The pups live like royalty over here. They're actually overweight. I'll tell you that Miss Jessie is starting to have her little grunting episodes. She never, ever, ever finishes her food without a good burp. So yes, definitely they are little royal highnesses over here. Um, Streets are clean. People are not unfriendly. What I had to get used to definitely was everything gets done online. Everything gets done online. Uh, we've got a, and it's pretty cheap as well. We've got a sports day on this coming Sunday. Sorry, next week Sunday we've got a sports day, and everyone's going to do like a Harry Potter uniform. Now the school, there's pretty wealthy kids that go to the school, so it's like not a problem. But then again, if you take a look at what things cost on Taobao, it's like really next to nothing. Um, you've got to now all get Harry Potter outfits. Uh, so there's no costume shop. So onto Taobao. Guess what my wife got me? I have a Dumbledore outfit. And she actually got one that fits me in China. So, but yeah, everything gets just this online done. This ease of online, I think, is something that is good but bad. Uh, we still work on a budget. Every evening when I get home, we open up and cross off what's gone out, what do we have left per day, what do we have, etc., etc. So yeah, even in China, we still keep a budget going. Fortunately, most of the days it's just the trip to school and the trip back, and that's it. And Ina still helps out at the school as well. So sometimes it's her trip to school and her trip back. But even shopping, it's cheaper to sit on your couch and order your shopping from Sam's Club, which is like let's say a hypermarket, uh, and get it delivered, than to actually get in and go out there. So you at first it's weird, and then you get spoilt, and then all of a sudden it's, why do we have to go out to buy something? This is inconvenient. So yeah, we have become China-fied to a certain extent. What's Debbie say? Don't focus what you're losing, focus on what you're gaining from it. More time, less stress. It's trade-off. It must be beneficial. There's something that we're looking at in that sense. It's more or less to that general idea. But as I said, it's just that you're going to have to become. You don't have to become unhappy. You just need to be able to find happiness in where you are. And I think people seem to think that material brings them happiness these days. People also think that because they have material or money, that they can do with others as they want these days as well, which is another thing, and that's all over the world. That's that. What's Debbie say? Why do you need to increase your allowance? That hasn't changed in 10 years. You don't battle. Yeah. Totally agree. You can actually vet your shopping better that way. It does. Um, I must say that because we actually need the exercise to go outside and walk, but we don't really walk that much, because first of all, you go and you'll catch a taxi to go at least half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour to go there. And then when you're there, it's like I have a I have an outing, so off to McDonald's to go and have something to eat. And then you're into the shop, and then you're picking up everything that you didn't want off the grab lines, forgetting half the stuff that you wanted to get, coming out, and then it's like, that was really hard work. So, bam, down to Starbucks coffee to have another coffee, back into the car to all the way. By the time you've spent more than what you should have on less than what you want. So it does help, but I don't know. I still like walking around a decent mall and finding things. And yeah, Mr. What's it? Retail therapy. Yeah. What's Fiona say? I had a review on Friday and they won't give me another penny while the cost of living still. That's ridiculous. You're not even living in South Africa. That's stupid. I'm really, really sorry to hear that as well. Ellison, it is wonderful to see you. Our beautiful lady from the Bay. How are you keeping? You guys, this is why I still stick on you, because you actually just make my damn day, and we actually make logic out of shit right now. But we do. What's it? Be careful you don't jinx yourself with a fire alarm for exercise. What floor are you on? So many stairs. Oh no. Oh. Heaven help me. If I had to hit a fire alarm up here, just call time of death before I go down. I tell you what, call time of death before I go down. I'm on the 16th floor. I'm not even going to attempt to go down. It's guys, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm not making it. There's just no ways. No, we're on the 16th floor. You need to fire alarm. I can do 2, 3. I think I did 4 floors in 4 or 5 floors in Cambodia. I eventually decided I need to walk up to the top floor, and I was like ready to check the pulse and put on a clear when I got to the top. But I kept that up for a while. But 16 floors, no ways. Yeah, we've got umbrellas. We'll use umbrellas. I'll do whatever. I will grab sheets. I will not run down 16 floors. It's not I will not. I can't. Yeah. But yeah, something I do need is more exercise. Ever since I left Cambodia, I didn't get to go to gym with my American friend who's gone back to the States, but he's going back to Cambodia in 2 years because he went there to the States. They struggled for a long time. He had a Cambodian lady who he got engaged to, and they struggled so to get her a visa to be able to go so that they could get married, and now they had to stay 2 years there before they can move back to Cambodia and she can keep her American citizenship or something like that. Yeah, it's great to see you. Yes, I believe you was in the hospital. I thought I was, oh my goodness, meningitis, but thankfully just a parotid gland. And oh, jeez, everyone's getting sick these days. I think we're just sick and tired of the days. I'm sorry. Definitely thinking of you, sending prayers for you, add you to the prayer list. Do that a lot these days. Got to bump the faith up. Yeah, thank heavens it's not Mary Jane. No, Debbie Mary Poppins. Maybe for Inna. But I don't know if you ever saw the Batman with Danny. What's the short little fat guy's name as the Penguin? That would be me with the umbrella. Yeah, no, I don't think I would have too much hope of staying up. But yeah, we'll flap and do everything we possibly can. We've done it so far, so we'll always do it together again. But yeah, as I said, my question this evening. Something's popping up in front here. I don't know why these things pop up. There we go. And another pop up. Great. Danny DeVito. There we go. Thanks, Buzzy. Danny DeVito. When he played the penguin in Batman with his umbrella, that's what I will look like. One of those little. uh, I'll also look like the Flash going down. But so hopefully we don't have fires over here. Burton played by them. There we go. But yes, no, as I said, the one thing that's been on my mind a lot this week is just taking a look at which plate to take. If there are different plates on the shelf, do you grab what you've got, or do you humbly step down? Because you know what will people think of me? What people going to say? And you have these thoughts and things to that effect. And you know what? I won't be who I was. It doesn't emasculate you, but yeah, happy and low, or high and out. So it's that has been my play for this week. Has been a lot on that, and of course there's a lot coming up. As I said, hopefully I can actually put the cards down with you maybe next week. Not next week, week after next, because it's every 2 weeks. And next week on Sunday we have Sports Day, and I'll be bouncing around looking like Dumbledore because my wife got me the whole outfit. She's got the beard and the hair and the little hat and everything to that effect. Maybe we'll do a photo for you. Yeah, Alison. Yeah, you got to look after yourself there. I agree with Debs. No. I said maybe. You know what? In South African terms, maybe you'll never see any photo of me dressed as Dumbledore. Really, Dumbledore. Yeah, is a South African one probably. Yeah, but yeah. So there's good times, and I actually got a really. I was early this morning. I actually got a message from a parent. And I thought, oh, yeah, what's wrong now? And the parents said, you know what? They were reading and they came across this part in the book that said skipped to the front to these double doors. And she couldn't figure this out because skip means you go over something. You know what? You miss it out. You skip it. And her little daughter said, no, Mr. Marie told me all about skip and he showed us how it works. And of course, the other day I was skipping up and down the front of the classroom looking like some little bouncing ball or whatever, trying to get this word into their heads and explain what it is and that it's not skipping over. But and she said no, and she just moved because I teach a set 1 in grade 4. You get a set 2 and a set 3 English level, and she's just moved up from set 2 to set 1. And her mom says, oh well, she believes that. Geez. And she says that her mom says that she says, you know what, I teach differently. I have a more flexible way of teaching, but definitely more work than what there was in level 2. So big thank you. And so, you know what, sometimes it's things like that that just really, really make it worthwhile for you and work it out. When you hear a parent say that their child's like actually getting something from it. But hopefully the other 500 do too. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, at the moment we're practicing for sports days and singing for sports days, and we're busy with mid-semester quizzes and language cert quizzes. This week's quite a week lying ahead, and Mondays are well, it's a storm in a teacup for me. Mondays, from when I walk in to when I walk out there, it's like I've been thrown into a tumble dryer with a couple of rocks, because I just never stop. It's a full day. Um, they actually moved one of my Friday periods across to Monday as well. So when I walk in there, I start until 4:30 when I finish there, except for my 12 to 1 lunch hour. And then I'm usually running to the printing shop to go and fetch work, because I send off my printing to them on Sunday, everything that I want printed, so that the homework gets printed, the spelling tests get printed, and the worksheets and everything like that get printed as well. School's got a lot of stuff that's pretty clued up. I mean, if you need stuff printed, you just mail it to them. Tomorrow they'll send you a little mail that says it's done, and you go fetch it. So it's really, really pretty clued up. You don't have this one printing machine that you got to go and stand at and kick and go bananas and wait for it to actually push out something to you. It really just gets done, which is really, really cool. But Monday is hectic. Tuesday starts giving you a breather. Wednesday lets you take a nice breath of air. Thursday reminds you that you're still working, and Friday is really just a bit of a quieter day for me. Gives me a little bit of time to prep, depending on what's happening on Friday, because we've got a couple of meetings that go across the week as well. But as I say, it's what you signed up for. That's what you get. I don't know if there's anything else I got to say. What's one to say? Second, what Debbie says, more beware of post-viral fatigue syndrome. That's for Alison. Awesome. We can't wait to see photos. That's what God. Thought you'd make a brilliant Rubius Hagrid. Yes, I would. Probably Hagrid would be better. I couldn't find Hagrid costumes. I think the only thing other than trying to squeeze me into a Harry Potter costume was Dumbledore that Ina found. He was a gamekeeper, keeper of keys and grounds. Yeah, I really want to actually sit and watch the Harry Potters from start to finish again. And what I'm wanting to do is, I see Dune 2 is out. Now, I specifically didn't watch Dune 1 because I refused to sit through a 2-hour or 2.5-hour part 1 of a movie. I want to be able to see part 2 there afterwards. So I need to find 5 hours to sit and watch Dune some more other time. I said, find that off switch on your spin cycle, your washing machine. We need a yeah. I really want to actually just get back to having that like over the moon type of like, hey diddle the cat made a piddle right in the middle of the kitchen floor. The little dog laughed and laughed and laughed and added a few drops more type of thing. Yeah. Find off switch. Yeah. You need help with grade 4 maths for your granddaughter. Grade 4 maths. Tell her grade 4 maths easy. She should be able to do it by now. No, I'm kidding. Grade 4 maths I can do. Just as long as you don't put me into high school maths. Jeez, that stuff was just, yeah. You are very well organized. Who is organized? I don't think you're speaking to me, Dylan, because when I look around, yeah, you don't think so. So Wednesday's still hump day. There over the hump and down the hill. Yeah, Wednesday's sort of like I can just actually, I can see clearly now the rain has come. But yeah, I always feel better after having a good chat to everybody over here, because it's, as I say, it's just a lifetime thing that we're looking at, and it's coping with life. And you know what? We do cope with life, and we make it cope, and we make it work, and somehow we make it work. And yes, I agree 100%. We shouldn't be putting on rose-colored glasses. And of course, there's also a thing that I agree that there's always somebody that's worse off than you, but there's also somebody that's better off than you. So it doesn't hurt to be able to say, hey, I need to make a couple of decisions. Not necessarily I'm, you don't need to wait until you've absolutely lying in the gutter to be able to say, okay, maybe I've got a problem now. You got to try and avoid that by just keeping yourself smiling once in a while. Looking at something good. I don't know. I'd say watch a comedy movie, but I've never been a comedy movie person. So my wife usually looks at me and goes, do you realize we're watching a comedy? And I'm like, yeah, inside I'm chuckling type of thing. But yeah. Yeah, cat and the fiddle. Uh, yeah, we do what we do. As I said, I'd love to be able to share with you, and like to be able to bounce off, but that is it. Tess, Debbie. Sorry, it's Fiona. Oh, yeah, no, that is an absolute. It's a tragedy in where's it in Holland or somewhere? It's a tragedy. It's horrific in South Africa when you read that one. Uh, yeah, just smile and wave. Just smile and wave. Fiona. That's the best one I've seen you come up with. Where's Hendo now when you come up with things like that, eh, Fiona? uh, no, but yeah, so my hair's grown back, at least not at the side so much. It just seems to grow back on my beard too much. I don't know. I need to shave a bit, but then my face has gone so round. I'd like to keep the beard on there a bit so it doesn't look so round. I'd like to blame the beard and not the face. But yeah, the face is going a little bit rounder than what it should be. But and I vape a lot. I know I do. But I've proudly. Okay, I did have one cigarette since I've been to China, but otherwise I don't own cigarettes. I don't have cigarettes. But then again, you hear the people going, "Whoa, but vaping is so bad for you." Well, yeah, no, maybe I should kill myself with cigarettes rather. But vaping's bad. Well, you know what? I didn't intend doing anything good. It just doesn't, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. But yeah. You can't run into the toilet and light a cigarette, but you can have a quick vape there. Dylan, I drink a lot. Means up. I suppose you could run into the toilet and have a drink too, but I think that would be a little bit of a a query. Um, I always try and sometimes I just dash off to the loo in break time or something like that if we're having a bit of a long break or at lunchtime. And my book day photos. What book day photos? I don't have book day photos. Ina made me an emergency outfit for book day. We had to go as a character in book day. So she made me cardboard wings and these big eyes, and she took 2 glasses and she put the glasses in these big eyes with 2 feelers out there, and she turned me into Fly Guy. Where do I have the pictures? I don't have pictures. Yeah, and she got up in the middle of the night because we forgot about it. And in the middle of the night, I just said, "Oh, don't worry about it." And in the middle of the night, she got up. I was still sleeping. And the next morning, I had these 2 wings and these huge things, these huge eyes with these like little glasses, and I was Fly Guy for the next day or 2. So yeah, I don't know where pictures are. You'll have to show me. She says I've got pictures. You're just dropping me in the doodah, yeah. Now the people think I don't want to show them pictures of me looking like a fly. I look like a barfly right now, so how's that? That's close enough, isn't it? Getting closer to winter there by you guys yet? Because our summer is yeah, but it's actually nice weather at the moment. But you guys need to be going into winter. And I kind of miss winter because summer just gets really, really, really hot. But yeah, winter got nice and cold. It's another one. Okay, let's see if I can open up. The wife is insistent that I show you Fly Guy. Let's see if it'll open up here. Good grief. From 8 degrees 2 days to 29 degrees again. You're supposed to be going to winter, 30 degrees in Limpopo. Jeez, Arbot. Let's see. Okay. That was my uniform. That was what Ina made. She made 2 eyes and then the wings. And that's what I look like from behind. So like Fly Guy. And that was me from the front going for my book day as Fly Guy. A very, very quick and easy fly. Yeah, no, Ina is brilliant at doing things like that. That's why she's so good at her teaching jobs. And it's a pity she can't get, well, she can get here, but we just need to have her finish off. But yeah, no, she's really good. 100% Andre. Yeah, yeah. Louis the Fly. I'll make sure that she does not have any Dumbledore stickers there at all. 9C, yeah, and 9 degrees summer is officially starting in June. Yeah, I think we're also very, very similar. Fiona, we're also around about June. Linda, my wife, is absolutely a genius when it comes to cutting. She helps me with my class. Every time we have a change in unit, we've got to change our back wall to put the different unit pictures and that up. Like the first time it was adventure and brains, and we had to use dragons because it's Year of the Dragon. And you know, when I'm working, she sits and she cuts out dragons and puts them on a little adventure and things and reading. And this time it was great stories, and I'm not too sure what the other one is now. Was something else. But then we go in on a Sunday and we go and laminate and everything, and she helps us put them all up. And of course, I must say, I do believe that I have the best wall in all the classes there, and it's very, very much due to my wonderful wife. We really must see photos of Fly Guy. I did show you now. I really don't want to overdo it. I mean, it just makes me look far too good. And then just now you're not going to want to look at me anymore because I don't have these great eyes to stare into. Other way around. I think that's about the biggest it'll go. There's Fly Guy. Yeah, no, she loves. In Cape Town, she had her little crafts room and everything, and she used to go to. Let me just get rid of this picture. It's like really bothering me. Louis the Fly over there, but she used to go make Christmas decorations out of like little beads and jewelry. We even went to a few markets. I used to sit there with her, and she'd sell her stuff at the markets. She did a lot of it for fun. And she had like half of the room in Cape Town was my computer and my gaming side, and the other half was her creative and little should I say haberdash side or whatever, because she will take a lemon skin and a feather and make a card out of it and put it together. She's really, really quite amazing. How do you get an 11-year-old to read? Uh, depends on how their phonics are, because you've got to get them sounding first. As long as they can sound their words, and then you've got to extend their vocabulary. Because I don't have too much of a problem with them being able to read as much as what I have with them being able to understand what they read is the next step that you need to take. Because what we find here is people will remember the word so that they can say it. So when they see the word, they'll be able to say it so they can read it. But many times you've read a paragraph, but you haven't an idea of what the paragraph is. So first of all, can you sound the word to actually be able to pronounce it properly? Then do you understand the word? So you've got to build a vocabulary, and then you can read. So you'd probably start from smaller books, even if you start a year or two below from where you currently are. Never force someone to read a book at their age if they are not able to read the book their age. Take it down a step or two. Otherwise, you will end up with people not liking reading because of the fact of the experience that they're having. Once you can do that, get them to read something lighter, sound it, and actually understand it is the biggest thing. A lot of people just don't care for reading because all they've been doing is identifying the words and saying them and have no idea of what they're reading. I agree with Debbie. Fine. I was allocating books. We have an online thing for our students, and every week they have to read 2 of these online books. And I was allocating 2 books for them to read every week. And they were finding it hell to read those 2 books every week. And eventually I changed it and I said, okay, fine. As long as it's because we do a reading cert test, which gives them a different a level in which their reading is. And then said, as long as you read 2 books within your reading level, it's fine. And so many of them end up reading more because now they can choose something that they're interested in. Don't worry, Fiona. It's time to say goodbye anyway. Need to phone Mum. It's past 9 o'clock, and I need to start tidying up, finishing up, closing up everything, and going to bed as well. Guys, keep that thought in mind. I'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Yeah. As I said, it's not necessarily being a rock star, but just is it necessary leading a notable life or a humble life wherever your happiness will take you? I really, really hope that happiness takes you to wherever your heart desires it to be, that your life will be what you are making it to be, not what it's made to be, and that you care for others as much as what you care for yourself, and you actually start taking a look at yourself. Be good, be kind, and if you can't be kind, at least take care of yourself. Cheers.